Hello everybody. Today I'll teach you the basics of C++ and I'll share with you some interesting stuff about C++. Okay, so first, if you're a Windows user, you might want to download Code Blocks, which is a C++ IDE. And if you are a Unix or a Linux or a Macintosh user, you can download the compiler G++. It's probably already pre-installed. You just have to use it directly. I'm gonna show you right now. Like, this is my Linux machine. You just write your program in C++, wherever it might be, and compile it like this, G++, and your program, whatever it is, answer to .cpp like I did up here. Okay, yeah, this is like a Unix, a Linux terminal, G++, and the name of your thing. Then you're gonna open it by this command ./a.out, which is a compiled file, whatever you name it. Okay, but in this tutorial I'm going to focus on Windows. So I assume you have downloaded Code Blocks, and I'm going to walk you through the basic program, and then I'll share with you some interesting stuff. All right, so first of all, we're going to include the IO library, which allows us to take input and output to and from the terminal. This is what this function does, IOStream. Okay. Now we're going to create our main function. The language, C++, doesn't look at anything you write outside the main. It's first when the program launches and starts running, it's going to look at the main. It's not going to look at anything. And this is the function. This is a basic function declaration. Void means that this function does not return anything. However, the main function must return an integer or a character. It must return something that tells the computer that, hey, I've finished running the main function. This is how, this is how C++ works. So int main. So this main function is going to return an integer. All right. Now let us create, let us print something to the screen. So std, which means the standard library, cout, and a string. Let's call the string my name is Mohammed. All right. Now I'm going to explain this line in a second. So we're going to do ndel semicolon return 0. Save, and you're going to want to click on build and run. Oh, what's the matter? Oh yeah, I forgot to do std. This also belongs to the standard library. Okay, so it printed what we wanted it to. Okay, so we're telling the computer basically, C++, I want you to see out which output this, like to the terminal, to the standard output. I want you to output this, and then I want you to end the line. This is std, means I'm using the standard library, as I told you. You can simply do this using namespace std. Now you're not gonna have to write this every time you call a function from the standard library, but it doesn't hurt if I left it there. Okay. Now, a very fun thing about C++ is if I did this, this might appear like as if you're concatenating the string and +5, but that's not it. In C++, you can manipulate the memory directly. Like, you have access to pointers and references and all that good stuff, which I'm not going to talk about right now. That's a bit more advanced. But for now, take it as it is. If I did 5, it's not going to print the entire string. It's going to take away 5 letters. Just watch as I compile it. see. Oh, it took the first few letters, the first five, my name, my space na, the 5 characters. This has to do with the memory because your string is stored as a character array in the memory, and when you add 5, you're basically telling it to shift that by 5 forward. So you're basically the 5 forward right after are all zeros. It's nothing. So basically, you're cutting your string 5 characters shorter. This is like this is something you can, I think you can only do in C or C++. You can do this in Python or Java where you immediately manipulate the memory like this, which is pretty cool. It have a lot of nifty features and you can do a lot of stuff with it. Okay, now let us create an array, an integer array. Let's call this A. Let's give it the size of 5. Oh, 65. That's a big array. That's what she said. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Random numbers doesn't mean anything really. Now, if I did this size of A, what do you think I'm gonna get? What do you think the program's gonna print for me? It's gonna print 5, right? That's not correct. That's wrong. It's gonna print 20. Why, you might ask? Because the data type integer, each number of these has 4 bits in memory. Is it 4 or 5? Yeah, it has 4 bits in memory. So when you do size of, it looks at the number of bits. The data type int has 4. So 4 times 5 is 20. So basically this number has 4 bits, this has 4 bits, this has 4 bits, and so on. You have a total of 20 bits in the memory. Oh, bytes. Sorry about that. It's bytes, not bits. See, 20. Because each one is taking a 4, as I told you. That's for the data type int. If you want to grab, if you know you have an array of integers and you want to find the actual number of elements, you can just divide by 5. This should output the sorry about that. Now this should output the number of elements you have. Oh wow, why did I divide by 5? Should have divided by 4, not 5. My bad. Now you should get the proper number of elements. 5. Good. Okay, now I'll show you how to make a function. I just showed you how to make the int function. We're going to make another function. And we're going to call it void function and open parentheses. Let's do a cout. Since I've imported the standard library, I don't have to write std again. And that's not a sexual transmitted disease. Standard. Okay. So cout. Let's see. I am the function. Okay. And close that. Now, if you try to call the function from here, C++ should complain. It doesn't know what the function is because it was declared after the main. Anything declared after is not getting looked at. So it's gonna complain. See, it didn't even compile. So what you can do, you can either copy that, cut it, and put it before the main, or you can do a function declaration. You're just gonna say void function, just like this. Okay, so we're right back. Yeah, this error is because I put string. Sorry, my bad. So yeah, now run it. It should go without errors. Ta-da! I am the function. Our function is working. So thank you for watching. This was it for the basic C++ tutorial. I didn't really go through the basic data types and all the usual stuff. I went through some interesting and stuff that you might have not heard about before. And I'll keep you guys up to date with new tutorials and videos. If you have any requests or something you want me to do, just put it in the comments and I'll entertain that request. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.